As otaku, we're spoiled for choice. The sheer number of amazing series that come out every single season now is incredible, especially with the recent winter and spring seasons. Like, we've had some really strong anime lately. Admittedly, I used to be an anime snob. I was incredibly picky and everything had to be a masterpiece if I was gonna watch it. Lately, we've just been given everything I used to judge a series by. We've been given beautiful soundtracks, enticing story, and some brilliant fucking animation. But since they've all been featured so heavily in recent times, I have a question. Why am I rewatching a show called My Sister Can't Be This Cute? What the fuck happened to me? I'll give myself this much, I know what a good anime is. Actually, I'll give most of you the same. After watching hundreds upon hundreds of series, you're bound to know what at least you call a good anime. Or at least I hope you would. And I know what a bad anime is. Look, I'm gruntingly willing to say that about 5% of you know what it's like to watch a bad anime. I base my 5% estimation on the fact that Fairy Tail has a 7.6 out of 10 on Mal. It's a 3, don't fucking fight me. Being able to tell the difference between a good and a bad anime is extremely important to me, because I wouldn't want to waste my time on a series that isn't the optimal viewing experience. Is what I would say if I actually still gave a shit. Like I said, I used to be one of those elitists that used to sit on my high horse and say, oh, the only anime worth watching are seasoned classics, like Evangelion or Serial Experiments Lane. And yes, I still love both of those series, but isn't that just fucking exhausting? Imagine not letting yourself watch anything that's not perfect 10 out of 10 series that everyone loves. You'd watch fucking nothing. If you are one of these people, stop. Please, there are so many series out there that don't technically breach the word good, but are still a really fantastic watch. And that's the difference. Some anime aren't good, but they aren't bad, and even if they are bad, why am I using air quotes so much? They're still incredibly entertaining. For example, Kiss This. Kiss This isn't even a good anime. Actually, it's really bad. Except it's actually really good to watch. Confused? Good. I have watched all of Kiss This twice. Both times it was bad, but I had a great time. To give you an idea of a show that in my mind is worth rewatching, I'll read you the synopsis. A young man in his last year of middle school is trying to get into the same high school as his stepsisters that are constantly trying to seduce him. The series revolves around his struggle to balance his school and personal life with his sister's affections. Does that sound good? Not really, maybe to some of you, but before getting into anime, I would have thought that that was fucking disgusting. That literally sounds like a plot to a porn. But now, after watching anime and being desensitized to it, that sounds like a lot of fun to watch. I would have never watched anything like this before. I would have never even thought that there was anyone that could enjoy something like that. But I got into anime. To put this into perspective, one of my favorite shows before getting into anime was Rick and Morty, and now one of my favorite shows of all time features a scene of a woman moaning because her brother is brushing her teeth. Now that does make sense in context, I swear, but the juxtaposition between Rick and Morty, which can already be fucked up at times, and Nissa Monogatari is fucking monumental. Now, having established how anime has changed the way I view watching a series, now I'm gonna tell you how it's turned me into a fucking degenerate. Now, I've already mentioned how I am rewatching Orimo, and been through 2 viewings of Kiss This, and I've mentioned in multiple videos that I very much enjoy HighSchool DxD. Now, these shows are absolute trash, and are very ecchi. I'm counting on the possibility that YouTube doesn't know what ecchi means. Before getting into anime, I too scoffed at this trash. Cartoon boobies? You can get real boobies. And yes, you can get real boobies. I hate calling them boobies. Whatever. We can be honest here, real boobies are great, but let me ask you this. Do they come with a good story? Are they attached to the princess of the underworld? If they are, then who the fuck are you hanging out with? But seriously, I'm almost completely desensitized now to the sight of drawn genitals, and this is because of 3 reasons. 1, the sheer amount of anime I've seen. 2, I got commissioned to draw doujins for over 2 years. And 3, the biggest one of all, and without this, the other 2 would not have even happened, I got into anime. So anime has changed how I enjoy a series. Be it an amazing piece of art, whether it just be fun to watch, or whether it just be so bad that you can just watch it out of enjoyment of how bad it is. And anime has turned me into a complete fucking degenerate. So just like the title of this video says, at most people's standards, anime has ruined me. But has it? I mean, I'm certainly a different person than I would be if I hadn't gotten into anime, but I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. I'm having fun. Anime is a part of me now. I've told the story about how anime has helped me through a really, really dark time. Sure, maybe now I'm a little too okay with watching a 2 out of 10 show that features some drawn boobies. But if you're enjoying yourself and it gives you the happy hormones, is it bad? If you enjoy something, embrace it. If you have opinions to share, then share them. And if you want to watch HighSchool DxD after watching this video, do it! If you're of age. So essentially, yeah, maybe anime has ruined me, but in the best way possible. So really, it's not ruining, it's just a change. And it's a change that I like. Thank you everyone, like, comment, and subscribe, and ring the bell, but most importantly, go watch some fucking anime. Bye.